microback. It's really good taking a pass. Well, I go to the net and hit the goalie in the fucking head. Every shift when he's skating out the bench door, skating down the wing with his golden flow. It's time to skate, it's time to wait for the one-timer. One time every time that he's skating out the bench door, skating down the wing with his golden flow. It's time to skate, it's time to wait for one-timer, one-timer. Playing with microback. It's really fucking good at taking a pass. It's really, really good at taking the...
Yes, sir, Bob. It is episode 25, and we are micro back at you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable intro. He's going to start thinking that we love him.
You wanted to hear it, though, didn't you?
Oh,
I did.
I totally wanted to hear
I wanted
it.
to hear it so bad.
Yeah, because it didn't read as well as it played. I tell you that.
That's my best Chad Kruger impression.
Hopefully it's one of the last, man. I've never liked Nickelback until right this second.
Yeah.
But you like a Nickelback cover band, though.
I do.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
now.
Microback.
I do. Microback. Microback is the...
At the Red Dog Tavern downtown.
The Blue Lake.
$25 tickets. All ages event.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Well, hey, here we are. It's lockdown. So oddly, we're catching up a couple days later. We're going to air this one before the weekend starts. And yeah, so what we're gonna do is like us three on the fourth line now, we're seasoned veterans at this lockdown. It's actually how this podcast was birthed in the first place. We were in the midst of a lockdown. We had an idea, and then we came up with an idea. So here we are. We got our little show that we do now, and we figured since we have a little bit of a following, what we're going to do is we're going to try to keep all you guys safe by giving you guys some key tips to get through lockdown. Obviously, we can't get on the ice. We can't get near a rink. Can't even get a sniff. But we had our fill over our little trip that we snuck in under the radar. And I think we got some good tips for everybody. We have us being seasoned vets that have been through this a couple times. So what do we think, boys? How are we doing tonight? And good to see you guys so quick. Didn't have to wait a week.
No, I'm good. Yeah, 2 days into lockdown. It's
that's the 2 days into lockdown voice and face right there.
Yeah.
It's like
No, there's already been, a bit of drama in the house with the kids. My boy, he's being a typical teenager. I don't want to do that. So there, stomping around. She's like, oh my god,
Life's hard.
Yeah, and why doesn't anybody listen to me? And I'm trying not to laugh at him because he sounds like a kid off in a movie. Like it's just like totally typical behavior, and I'm not. Stop laughing at me. It's not funny. Take me seriously.
no, they're all gonna laugh at you.
But yeah. So, anyways, lockdown day 2, 7 days. Everybody's already talking about how many more days because we're up to now what 28.
Yeah.
Right? And I just read that there was a student on the loose in
Northcote
College, infectious for, I think, 2 days, they said. And, yeah, the dominoes are falling, man.
I read that they are now tracing back August 1st.
Wow.
Right, yeah.
So if that's the case, then
yeah,
there's just people wandering around somewhere.
yeah,
Yeah. Just coughing and sneezing and
Touching everything.
yeah. Yeah, well, look, I mean, honestly, we all three could potentially have it, and just not even know it.
Well,
display
one of the
anything.
goons sent a message today, and I thought it was serious.
I thought it was.
So did I.
Judge
actually.
Key sent it, and I was like, "Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Was it microbac that infected everybody?"
Because
That's
he
right.
touched all of us.
He did.
He did.
So did Judge
Yeah.
Kieran.
My special place. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, at first it was kind of nice looking. Well, not nice, but looking at all the places of interest and seeing the dates and being like, "Yep, we're in the South. Woohoo!" And now it's getting a little bit closer to home where we're all still kicking around. So
Until the bartender at Heartland Motel in Gore comes up, tests positive,
Yeah, that's right.
and then went to the liquor store and touched everything because we were there.
Well,
well, any liquor store between Tekapo and Gore is a safe bet that we ventured past there. So
Oh well. What if somebody, that lady that made your ultimate sub at Subway in Gore, what if she was infected?
man, all of us. I had the supreme garlic cheese bread upgrade
How was that?
with a supreme. It was like chicken and bacon.
Pepperoni.
Yeah, bacon. Yeah, chicken and pepperoni.
It looked heavy.
Supreme. It was. It was.
yeah,
Damn right,
it was
man.
pretty intense. Yeah,
It
The
looked
amount of-
dense.
Garlic butter and cheese fat floating around on that
Oh.
bread when it came out, and like the bread was supposed to be toasted, but it was like
It was wet. Yeah.
just like heavy.
Oh,
And then I loaded it up with more shit and put it down my gob in one sitting. It
I
was
should've done that.
disgusting. Yeah, it was. It was
Disgusting
disgustingly
and
good, but,
and
you know,
delicious.
Like awesome
all at the same
disgusting.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
No
that
doubt.
was a heroic sandwich.
yeah. It
And
was
then I had
pretty.
3 cookies
Oh
just
yeah,
to
you
top it
got-
off. Yeah,
Which one did you go with? Did you go
Oh,
with the
God.
white macadamia or
the
what?
white mac. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Damn right.
It's clutch.
Yeah.
That's the one that Jared ate.
It's like
Did they do the M&M ones? Did they ever do the M&M's
yeah,
cookies?
there's M&M,
Oh,
but
yeah, there's
not
the
same
M&M
amount
ones,
of
but-
I
sugar.
remember those.
Like, anyways,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kids
Are
are all
we-
about those ones.
Uh,
The kids are all about those M&M
Yeah.
cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to
Yeah.
work at Arby's,
Likewise.
and we used to get cases of them because you throw them in the oven for like 10 minutes, right?
Oh my God, you worked at Arby's?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
For
dude.
7 years.
That's like my favorite Canadian
Oh,
fast food joint,
a
man.
lot of people don't like it, and it's misunderstood. I'm telling you, I love it.
Nothing with a roast,
never
nothing but a
been to
roast beef on cheese, man.
That's right.
Come
Arby's
on.
sauce every
Oh
day.
yeah,
Roast
yeah,
beef?
party sauce. On
Have you
that.
never had Arby's, dude?
I've never had
Wow.
Arby's. We have
You are
Harvey's.
missing out.
Do you have Harvey's?
Of course.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
You make your hamburger a beautiful thing.
Do you have a Home Depot?
Damn, right.
If you have a Home Depot, you got a Harvey's.
Well, oh, is that
Yeah.
right? Was there a combo?
Because
Yeah.
it's in the Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, Arby's, when you get back to Canada, go
Yeah, it's
and get
something else.
yourself a bacon
what?
cheddar or.
Bacon.
It is such an establishment,
It's kind of
Arby's,
dirty, but it's good.
that like back in my hometown, there was a mall that had like a Arby's out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And now the mall has been torn down, but the Arby's survived.
remains.
And now there's like something else built where the mall is, but the Arby's is
thriving.
still there with the same horrible decor from the late 70s.
Yeah, it's all brown. Brown and orange is the color scheme. So,
Yeah, yeah.
or
On
it
the
was when on
inside.
my day. It might be red and white. The one I worked at, they tore it down and built an A&W. So
oh,
I don't know which is better. A lot of crazy went on in that job. I'll tell you that. But I used to close and like you could just write off the meat for the day.
Oh, yeah.
That you don't
take-
sell. So I would just make these just ridiculous sandwiches, like just retarded, and
I
then
could
take
just
them home.
imagine your doggy bag walking out of there after an 8-hour shift.
And it would go under the bed, and then you'd have a session, and then you'd fire it up.
That's it.
There was so much meat on it, you could microwave it for 30 seconds, and it was still cold in the middle.
Yeah,
That's a thick sandwich.
That's a surreal amount of meat right there.
Yeah, it was good.
That's
Especially when the meat's like paper thin.
Yeah,
If it's not heating up in the middle, she's packed tight,
yeah.
tight, and there's like a liquid magical cheese flavor
Oh.
in that thing.
Yeah, it needs to be. If you let it sit for a while, it wouldn't. There'd be that skin that forms over the top of it.
Yes.
and you just peel it back and fold it up and
Well, I got to
Throw a
make that a
throw a
mission.
curly fry in there.
We definitely got to get Summer an Arby's burger at some
Oh,
point.
I love Arby's.
Yeah, one
It's
day
good for
when
you,
we
too.
can move around again.
Yeah.
It's good for you too.
Wow, we got on it.
It's better than like a burger, you know. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, if it's what is it, roast beef?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like, well,
well,
there's
that's not burger.
there's different forms.
But
like
is
you
it
can get-
sliced roast beef or it's like a chunk of?
It's like it's like shredded.
Like-
roast.
It's
Well,
thinly sliced.
yeah, it's
Right.
thin sliced. It's like
Yeah, but
like
does
if
it
you
come
took a
in
bu-
like a
uh,
big chunk and there's somebody in the back cutting it with.
Yeah,
a
that was my
slicer?
job. So it comes as a big roast.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
so
kind of
a
like
real roast
formed.
beef.
It's kind of formed and chopped, and then
There's
you
no
take
bone
it.
in the middle though.
No,
right?
no, no. And then you
Yeah.
put it in the oven for like I think it's like 3 hours. I remember you have to get there early, and then you put it on the slicer, and it's nice and thin, man.
Did
Toast
you
that
ever,
bun.
like, just pick it up and give her a taste.
I remember one time it fell off the slicer in the middle of a rush, and it bounced across the floor and past the fryer. That was funny.
did it go
And
right?
nobody's-
Did it go right back on the slicer?
Well, no one saw it, and I was the only one that kind of noticed it. Kind of, the
Bouncing
two
around.
hopper, past shortstop. And I went and grabbed it, and the manager's like, "I know it," and I went straight to the sink and gave it a rinse off with the old hose and put her
Well,
back
what else
on.
are you gonna do,
Put her
right?
back
You're
on.
you're not gonna throw it away,
No,
No.
right? You
Can't
could
do
like
that.
shave the outsides, but I guess that'd be a bit obvious,
the dirty end. That's a good part.
Yeah.
That nub at the
Yeah.
end.
That
And the curly fries, pump cheese, good times, man. They have
Yeah,
chicken and everything else.
curly fries.
It
and
wasn't
pumped
just roast
cheese?
beef on the menu.
at
What else did they
Arby's?
have though?
Curly, they're
Freaking-
famous for curly fries, man.
Yeah, curly
Right.
fries. Yeah, absolutely.
And the Jamocha shake. I don't even know what flavor it is, but it's good.
It's
Jamocha.
Jamocha.
I'm not jamoking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
They
never-
had baked potatoes, and there was like chicken
baked
and ham
potatoes.
and
That was the other thing that they
Yeah.
did. Yeah,
broccoli
baked-
cheese and the
Oh yeah, broccoli
mushroom
cheese.
and I don't know.
It's a great menu.
Sounds like there's a lot of cheese at Arby's.
Well, it's beef, right? What
But,
do you do
yeah.
with beef? Put more
I
meat on
guess.
it and cheese all over it.
That's right.
It's the only way to fix it.
That's right.
It's the only way to get.
So there's this thing, and it's like it used to be an advertisement, but then someone ordered it, and so that now it's the secret menu. It's called the Meat Mountain. So it's all the meats in the restaurant on a bun. So there's like chicken tenders, roast
you
chicken,
create that?
beef,
Is that
brisket, ham, turkey. Like it's just you can look it up. It's retarded.
Yeah, I gotta.
The Meat Mountain.
I think this might be it here, but yeah, the Meat Mountain sandwich.
What?
There it is. Yeah, it's coming up.
Followed by the meat sweats
Check
and the meat
check your
shit.
screen. Check your screen here. it
Served to
comes.
you by Arby's.
You get some
There it is.
onion petals and jalapeno poppers, and they're good.
Oh man. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's no joke, eh?
Look at that son of a bitch, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. There's cheese in like one layer. Oh,
Yeah.
two. No, there's two. Yeah, you got.
Oh yeah, you
Swiss
got
and
Swiss
cheddar.
cheese too. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Darn
Get,
it.
you get
Okay.
yourself to Arby's. They've
Okay.
got the meats. I'm telling you. That's the slogan.
Okay. I'll put
Yeah.
it on my list.
But
But
for now,
time I
also
go home.
under Harvey's though. Harvey's is going first.
Yeah. Oh, is that the
Harvey's
is that
burger,
is that
Harvey's
the
hot dog.
is that the
Harvey's
hierarchy?
chicken. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Go to-
Yeah. Well, there, I mean, so Timmy's is at the top because I can get it right off the plane, right? Boom.
Yeah.
yeah.
Someone hands it to you like
Yeah.
straight out in the
It's-
airport.
It's like a pass. That's
If you
right.
have a good
They
parent,
should just
yeah.
pass it out free to all the
They
Timmys.
stamp your passport and give you a coffee.
That's right.
A 6-pack of Timbits.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
Welcome
home,
home.
bud.
Yeah.
Here's 2 tickets to the Sens game.
That's right. Yeah.
And they got a headshot right in the airport. So they just
That's
go, here
right.
you go.
Yeah.
Exit through the gift shop.
Oh yes, sir. So hey, it's all fun and games. We're talking about it, eating some good food. We're talking about going home, but the truth of the matter is, we're all locked down. We're all stuck in our houses. So, what do you got for warmies? Like, do we need to warm up before we start getting into this survival?
I think we
guide?
kind of did. Unless you want to continue
I'm-
with your
I'm-
list of what you got to get when you get home. Like I'm with you. I need a Harvey's with a big pickle.
Yeah.
I need a
Yeah.
big
Oh,
bag of
yeah,
Arby's.
Yeah.
Um,
Pickles, man. Bix Pickles is on the list.
yeah.
It's a
And
guilty
it's
pleasure,
shrubs.
man. But at least
I'll eat a pickle.
because since I've been going home, since I've been here, it's at least 4 weeks or so.
Shrubs.
Somewhere in that 4 weeks though,
Is it shrubs?
I'm grabbing some pizza pockets. I'm not gonna lie.
You ever
Yeah.
tried Strubs
You gotta
pickles?
do a
Is
couple.
it
Yeah,
Strub?
Strubs
Yeah.
are good. There's like
Shrubs, yeah.
They're
is there a
massive.
guy on that with a hat on the front? I don't
Something
know.
like that.
That's
yeah,
the Bix
it's-
guy, isn't it?
No, he was
Oh,
a
maybe.
pickle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
He was like the Planters peanut guy. He
red
was a
and
peanut.
green. Yeah, the planters peanut. Okay. That's
Yeah, I like the Strubs.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's that was I was big Bix pickles fan for the longest time.
Yeah.
Then my mom came home with a big jar of Strubs. They always came in those big fucking
Polsky or Gorky.
jars. And I think they were yeah, because
True.
they were kosher, weren't
Yeah.
they? Yeah. Whatever.
So does that mean they were killed like humanely?
I
Or
think
that's
they were
halal, isn't it?
blessed by a rabbi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They-
Isn't it?
yeah.
Kosher?
They were circumcised. No, wait. I don't know.
That's right.
It's circumcised.
His pickle is circumcised.
Fuck. All right. Anyways.
What about pierogies? Pierogies is something that you can't really find here, right?
No, Julie makes them. She makes some good pierogies. They're good.
Yeah. Does she make them the right way though? With
She makes them the right way, man.
That a boy.
It takes her like all day, and they're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to start from scratch.
Yeah,
Here.
you boil them and
Jesus.
she'll fry them up at the end with some chorizo and throw some sour cream on there, and it's pretty good.
Oh.
That's the one.
Oh,
I see. I don't even like eating at home for like the first week. I got a checklist of stuff I need to get done.
Right. Yeah,
know
that's
that.
pretty much right. Yeah, that's
Like
right.
Costco is one of the greatest field trips when I get home.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
I could go there. I could go there and not buy anything but
No.
a hot dog at the end.
Well, you go there on an empty stomach because there's so many samples, and then you crush a dog at the end.
Exactly. Yeah. You crush a $2 dog that's bigger than your head that
Yeah.
has all the fixings. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just sit and look around and go, "Oh my god, oh my
And
god."
all the
Yeah.
and there's all the pizza places too. You know, your pizza, your 2-for-1,
Yeah.
your pizza. No, like there's there's a million pizza places.
Donairs, shawarmas, those are on my list.
Are they?
There's a shawarma place called Red Ruby, and oh no, it's not Red Ruby. It's oh fuck, did I forget the name? Oh my god, I'm gonna get murdered if one of the boys sees this. Shit. Anyways, yeah, shawarma. They put the garlic sauce on, man. It's always garlic until you eat garlic sauce, man. You're just burping garlic for like hours.
Does that get squirted out of a bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Generous
dirty.
squirt.
It is dirty. But man, it's basically like a wrap with, they shave it off the
Yeah, yeah.
rotisserie, right? You know,
What they call here kebab.
I think it's like a kebab, but they use a different bread. Like I got a kebab in London one time, and it was like the like really thick, doughy bread.
Like a
and it-
pita?
Yeah, but thicker than that, and I couldn't even wrap it. You
Like
know?
sourdough.
Yeah, maybe. Like
I know what
a-
you're talking about. It's
I know what you're talking about too.
It just
can
wasn't
see
good.
it.
Now when I think of a kebab, I think of that, and I think, oh no, thank you. But donair or shawarma, but poutine, that's also on my list.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got I like the Cheetos here aren't the same as the Cheetos there. The what's Chester Cheetah? What is
Yep.
it? Is he Cheetos? Yeah.
Yeah,
Chester
he's Cheetos.
Cheetah. Yeah, that's right. What else? Crispy Crunch? No, yeah, Crispy Crunch.
Crispy Crunch. Crispy
Red-
Crunch is one of my favorite, but I found
Red
the
wrapper.
closest thing to it was
Yeah, that's right. The red wrapper. It was like, yeah,
red and white.
yeah.
It's like peanut butter, crunchy, weird thing in the middle. That's kind of
Yeah.
flaky though when you bite into it.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is. Oh,
Isn't
man,
it?
I'm
Isn't it
dying.
like it's like a form of toffee? Isn't it?
Yeah, or something like that, man. Yeah.
But it breaks into like shards
It's like-
though. When
yeah,
you,
it's like glass toffee. or
yeah, it's hard. It's a bit messy in the car.
Thank
Yeah,
you, boys.
super messy at the car.
'Cause
but
yeah, okay, I
those are
wasn't sure if that
delicious
was right.
though.
They are awesome.
delicious, man. Yeah, crispy crunch.
There's
man.
not
They're
much-
almost like a score bar, almost.
There's not really anything like it though.
No.
No, because the score bar
unique.
center is like hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
and it's
yeah.
just your teeth just shatter, especially if you've left it in the car in the winter and it's just cock frozen.
Oh my god. It's almost
Yeah.
better, right? Yeah. Lasts longer. You just
Yeah.
you got to work harder at it. Anyways, um,
All right. Well,
There you
let's talk
go.
about some other stuff that we're gonna keep as we go in through this little survival guide.
all right.
We
Lockdown.
now know that what foods we're gonna have if we get locked down in Canada.
That's right.
Yeah, we got that sorted out.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the first period. And here we go.
All
First
right.
period's
There we
underway.
go. All right, underway. All right. So I guess in no particular order. But
Yep.
first one I'll mention is a personal grooming kit. You know, some shears, scissors. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, something like that.
Yep.
A good number of razor blades. Because you know, it can get quite, you know, I mean, I'm quite easy, right? I just shave the head, it's done, boom, easy.
Oh,
Some
mine
guys
is
You do
like
that in the
to
shower?
make it. No,
Dude,
I-
so much easier.
I know, but I use a like shears rather than a razor.
Oh,
know?
you don't go right down to the
I
wood.
don't. No, I like a little bit of hair, I guess. Yeah,
Like the Homer Simpson beard, just a bit of a shade.
just the shadow, right?
Shadow, yeah.
the shadow hair.
just keep a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
I was lucky. I stocked up. I was well, obviously this lockdown kind of came as a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
But we'd been away for a week, hadn't really done any groceries, and I was in the midst of a big shop when I heard the news. And it was crazy how quick that place filled up. It was insane. When I pulled up, there was plenty of parking at the front row. When I got out, like the entire parking lot was packed, and there was like 15, 16 people outside. Just panic buying like
Yesterday.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
2 days
on
ago?
2 days
Tuesday,
ago.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
on Tuesday, the night of the announcement. But I picked up razors, luckily.
And did any of you guys go to the grocery store today?
No.
no.
I got turned back. I went down to Countdown this morning, or Pack and Save. And they're like, no mask, you can't come in. I'm like, okay.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So-
You don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
a
because
mask.
it's nationwide now. eh?
Yeah, so I went home, grabbed the
Anything you
Goons
go
mask,
into.
and then went in.
Attaboy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Represent.
You totally
And then I
look-
thought I was going to get turned away because they might have thought it was like some sort of gang.
Yeah, it definitely
Oh,
looks
right.
like a gang shield
So I
for
was a
sure.
little nervous, but whatever.
It says "fuck you" on it, but they can't turn you away. He's like, "Well, I got a mask on,"
Yeah.
but it says "fuck you." Anyways.
Yeah, I lucked out.
Yeah.
I was in there already. So
Yeah.
what else is in your personal grooming kit?
Oh, a pair of scissors for the nostrils, you know,
Yeah.
tweezers for the ears. Yeah, razor blades. Anyways, yeah, I mean, just that shit, because you never know. I mean, I feel bad for guys that, you know, actually have hair and like to have a haircut. You know, yeah.
Sucks being old and having to have like a pair of
Maintenance.
scissors dedicated to your ear hair.
And your nose hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just the way
Like,
it goes,
it's
right?
just
I have a
problem.
pair
You
in the
get it.
car as well.
Right?
Just in case, eh?
Because you
catch,
get a good look in the car, right, with the,
Yeah.
with the mirror.
Yeah.
So,
catch one
Yeah.
in the rear view. Yeah.
yeah.
My buddy taught me actually you can take a lighter and you can sniff a flame and it doesn't burn your skin, but it'll burn your nose hairs away.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little field
I'd like to watch you do that one day. When
Sure.
I'm there to witness. it.
next goon strip.
Teach it to grow back.
You're right.
Oh my God, he's such a superstar.
Yeah, we're not making fun of you, buddy. We love your
No.
name.
No, I messaged
Love
him. We were talking yesterday, and he was just like, "Man, I loved all the name drops." He's like, "You name dropped the shit out of me the whole episode." So I got another 6 more right here for you.
As
Curly.
you said, his name is his nickname.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So what else is on the survival list for you there, Summer?
You gotta say it like whenever you say his name. You gotta do it in the Nickelback, sort of tune. But
It's the only way.
that's right. Right. Sorry. Well, of course you got to get toilet paper. No, this is ridiculous. Why do people? I mean, I get it, but 64, rolls. That's
I
a
don't.
bit excessive.
I don't even know why you like
People,
if you're going panic buying, why would you get toilet paper? It takes up most of your cart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
right?
It's not like back home where you have the underneath storage.
It's like loading up on
That's
rice
right.
at the buffet. It's like
That's
you
right.
don't really need all that
That-
rice.
No.
No.
In
There's other
fact, it's
stuff.
like a spoonful,
Yeah.
maybe,
It'll just
right?
fill you up.
Exactly. Yeah. That's right. The rice.
Rice was invented in case you want
It's like-
10,000 of one thing.
Like, I knew dudes that would go to the Chinese buffet and they would get like the battered shrimp and the chicken balls and take all the batter off. Because they're like, no, it fills you up, man. Get rid of that stuff. You get right into the stuff you want.
Yeah.
Right.
True enough. They'll batter everything here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything's
yeah.
great. Everything's beige.
Every piece of takeaway is beige.
It's beige.
Man, I'm.
Beige equals health.
Yeah. What else you got?
What was I? I had a number of other things, but I'm fucking drawing a blank. All I got is.
Nose hair trimmer.
Yeah,
Your
exactly. Toilet paper.
Like,
And toilet
to
paper.
cut my hair and toilet paper. What the fuck? No. Right. Okay. Good exercise route or something. Right. Something to keep you sane.
Yeah.
So I've been. I thought actually yesterday we should try and get out to the park and play because we got a basketball net up the road at a park, but. I remember actually level 4, you're not allowed to go out
No.
and play at the
No,
park.
you can't. You
Yeah,
can walk.
exactly.
You can
yeah.
walk. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
was
sort of
wondering what
bent the
that's
rules.
like up there, because at least where I am in Hamilton, we're spread out a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
No, well, everybody, so we're walking on a path, and there's like people every 2 minutes, coming the opposite way, and you got to sort of stop, let them step aside. Some people are wearing masks. Most people were wearing masks, but there was quite a few people not wearing masks either. And
Yeah.
it's never been an issue for me, but when I heard Jacinda say, we strongly recommend that, blah, 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 you wear a mask every time you step out of the house, wear a goddamn mask. Because, that's how fucking easily it spreads. You don't wear a mask, you could fucking get it just walking past someone, So, yeah, a bit disappointing to see some people out without masks. Quite honestly, especially here in Auckland, when we know it's
That-
dangerous to be out.
And-
Like
and that Auckland is like right now, it's the
the
root.
epicenter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where everything's happening.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, we may have been the guys. Like, it just took one of us to be infected, and we've now just, spread it to all
Yeah.
the South Island, basically, up to Christchurch.
Yeah, could
You
be.
know.
Yeah, that's how easy it could be. Yeah,
But
for sure.
okay, well, look, if we get into a crazy apocalypse, here's my fucking survival kit. All right, you need
Your
a machete.
vitamins. Machete.
Oh, okay.
Machete, right? So you need some for potentially close quarter
Yeah.
combat or something to
A
hack
melee
and whack.
weapon.
Yeah,
A reliable melee weapon.
right. A hunting rifle with enough rounds to last, like nothing to kill people, but a hunting rifle. Just something to, keep people away if you need to, but something to hunt for food with, basically. So there's plenty of deer and boar and shit. In New Zealand,
Alpacas.
alpacas, that's right,
Yeah.
llamas. Like there is a lot of like ground food, wild, whatever game, I guess. And then you've got
Wild alpaca.
there's a lot of pheasant too that run around. Anyways, so the other thing would be a fishing rod and some hooks and all the shit you need there.
Tackle, yeah.
Because the fucking if it was, you'd be the ultimate kit, you'd have a boat as well, right?
I was
So you
gonna
could
say.
get it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going with the budget one because I can never afford a boat anyway. So I just got a fishing rod and we'll do the land casting. But I guess in times of apocalypse, I would potentially, depending on the situation, you'd have to use either your rifle or your machete to get a boat, so you could get out and get the big game out in the middle of the ocean to feed your family if you had to.
Where would you
But,
live?
Definitely.
What kind of apocalypse are we talking about here? Just disease?
Well, I mean, the system's fragile, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, could easily take down the system, right? I mean, if enough people get this COVID, because we're not a very vaccinated country just
No,
yet,
I think
right?
they're
So
kicking
if
themselves for that too.
right? And so if this thing spreads like wildfire, which it could easily could do, because Australia's getting it,
Yeah.
like people are dying there every day, So let's say it gets out of control, new strains are spawn, excuse me, and people start dying, right? And the system breaks down, right? There's no more food on the shelves. The supply chain, stops. And so people are fighting and looting for resources, water. There's a lot of
Yeah.
ocean water. There's not a lot of fresh
Cigarettes.
water in New Zealand. Yeah, well, that's right. Food, booze, cigarettes, right? So when it comes down to it, you're gonna have to
Yeah,
either
true enough.
fortify your house or see. For me, I'd get the fuck out of Dodge and go
Yeah.
into deep fucking country
Country.
and fucking build a. I mean, you don't need much, right, to survive an apocalypse. You need shelter and food.
And
That's it.
protection.
Yeah.
Well,
Shelter,
that's it.
food, and protection.
Yeah. Well, all the shit I mentioned before, right? Plus your shelter and food. So, but when you got all the shit I mentioned before, all you need is shelter because you can hunt for yourself, and that's all you need is food and fresh water. And it rains enough. Fuck. I mean, Lake Taupo is fresh water, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Right. So, I mean, you probably. I might need to get onto Google and figure out how to purify some water, but a little bit of rocks and some sand and God knows what else, some moss and stick
If
that
you
in.
can
let it
secure
soak.
yourself a good little gasoline supply too, that'd be good.
Yeah, that's right.
Because then you can have
know.
a generator, but that's finite though.
That's right. That's advanced. Yeah.
I'm going through every zombie apocalypse film I've ever seen. So
Right. Yeah. No. Well, I mean,
think yeah.
no. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'd want to live on a hills where I could have 360-degree views, or at
Yeah.
least,
call.
or at least I
call.
could see panoramically.
coming. Yeah.
So you got time to.
See, for me, I wouldn't do that. I would.
You
I would
go-
be at the bottom of a hill, because people see you at the top, and yeah, although you got 360 degree,
Right.
you're a target.
So you'd head down to Freeman's Bay and.
I'd go down, dig a hole in the side of a cliff or something like that, and camouflage. Build your traps around it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, maybe the top. I guess it would depend what kind of hill. Anyways, yeah.
I mean, if you were up north, I think the key is you got to get out of populated areas as quick as possible.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Because you're
100%.
fucked if you don't.
Well, the problem is there's not a lot of freshwater lakes in New Zealand, so people are gonna congregate around those
Yeah.
resources and protect them. So it could get ugly.
Yeah.
Could
So
get
you
ugly.
want to go south, I guess,
Yeah,
or right south. You get down to the bottom.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go to Tekapo and set up. camp
That's
there.
right. Yeah, there's a lot of resource there.
Yeah.
That's right. Good call.
We can always get James to
Um,
play net for us if we need a goal.
That's right. Watch the door.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody in.
Nobody.
Right. Sorry. No. Okay. Let's go back to regular sort of apocalypse here, where we're just living at home while we beat this fucking thing. People are gonna be smart. I think because we've been at 179 days without a case, people are just initially gonna be a little bit ignorant to, what they have to do again. Like, fuck, okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'll pull finger. We'll get her done here. But no, like most people, the other sort of key things would be, the things that keep parents sane or, adults is alcohol. you know,
Yes.
cigarettes. You know, I mean, as bad as it is, I mean, they numb the pain of being bored and utterly sort of defeated by this fucking virus. You know,
It just won't go
that's
away.
it's just the weirdest thing though. Like it's 99.98 people survive it, and even if you do get the vaccine, you can still get the virus. You can still spread the virus. You just don't get it as bad potentially,
Hmm.
right? But you should get the vaccine. I mean there was I think it was in Aussie where they had I want to say there was a party and like a 21 people were there, or or something. Maybe it was 14 people were there, and of those 14, 11 people got it, and the three that didn't get it were double vaxxed.
Mm.
Hmm.
Some that you guys didn't hear about that story? No,
No.
ring a bell. I can't remember
No,
if
I
it was New
did not.
Zealand or what. Yeah, no, it would have been Aussie, but so I don't know why that stuck with me, but I guess I'm trying to mentally justify putting the vaccine into my body.
I'm
'Cause-
already halfway done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, like, my parents have done it, and like a lot of my friends are double vaxxed, and nothing. Who knows? It just fuck, man. You're putting something in your body. I don't know what it is. I've done it before, as a kid with my parents, but it wasn't my choice. And I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but just fuck, man. Goddamn Pfizer. Like, I don't know. Just big fucking conspiracy. Let's fucking, in conjunction with the Chinese government, launch a fucking virus that will wipe out a good population of the world, and will team up with, Pfizer and these other chosen companies. Probably one person owns all five of these companies: Johnson and Johnson, Pfizer, blah blah blah.
Yeah, Siemens
Right.
in Germany. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
What?
it's Hans fucking Gruber.
Yeah. Company though.
Laughing it up.
It's like, yeah.
But
You know what? And I think this stuff happens over time. Like there is a cull. There's the Spanish flu. There's a plague.
Yeah.
Like the Earth somehow figures it out that okay, you've had enough fun. It's time to get
Yeah.
rid of.
a few,
Some
Yeah, cull the herd a
200
bit, and
yeah.
so I don't know.
Mm.
I mean, to be honest though, you take pills and things, and I have no idea what it's in it.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, I know, but now they've reduced the age to 12. I think as young as 12, you
Yeah.
can get it.
Yeah.
So two of my kids now qualify, and
Well, that's what they say about the Delta variant too. That it's more like it can.
impact the
It's
kids.
more transmissible, but it's
Yeah.
also a larger danger to younger people getting it. Like there's
Well,
no.
talking to my parents at home, like this is what's happening here now happened like last summer,
Yeah.
Right.
and so it's finally made its way here. So
Yeah.
And if you remember last summer back home,
'cause we
talking
opened
to
a
people
fucking
back
bubble.
home, it was like a nightmare.
yeah.
Why did we open a bubble with Australia? Like, what the fuck were we thinking? Honestly,
Well, we're an island. Like we're kind of
like, we need to use that to our advantage, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Put the fucking wall up.
Like I was cool with the bubble to like Rarotonga. They didn't have any cases there ever.
Right? I guess. But there's, until, like, for me, it's like, look, if we're really, okay, if we want to be worried about it, then put the fucking walls up. We don't need to go anywhere. We don't need to bring
No.
people in. Just the wall goes up until we sort the shit out, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, let's just open the fucking borders and let wildfire spread.
And hope for the
I mean,
best.
But remember,
Yeah,
we're an
well, I mean-
island. We don't have manufacturing here. Everything comes in on a boat, and some people will argue, but it's like no, we're not a big country. Like major stuff comes from China, the States,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't,
100%.
we can't isolate it. I was listening to, I was read
I'm
this
just meant to
interesting-
visitors. not
Yeah.
to, you're right, still
Yeah,
important shit, right? I mean, but anyways, because they have that, it seemed like that was under control, right? Like for 179 days, boom. I mean, it was running like clockwork. So how did this thing come in? Wasn't it through the bubble? Some Aussie come
Yeah,
over,
it's a
infected,
visitor.
right?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like game fucking over. Thanks a lot, Australia. You fucking pricks. I mean, sorry, Australia. You're a beautiful country, but we didn't need that risk.
But who
No.
allowed them in though?
Well, we did.
Well, so I wouldn't yell at
Yeah.
them. I'd be like, well, somebody open the door and let them in. You know?
Absolutely, you're right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. Thanks a lot, just Cindy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, let's work out a
Anti-Cindy.
Got the
travel.
border.
I mean, you did a good job, but you just got too ambitious. Like, why? But
Yeah.
I guess, look, maybe this thing doesn't last more than 7 days, and boom, we're back to
think it
regular
will.
life. But yes, exactly. You and I all know that
Yeah, it's
we're
not
in for a
looking
long
good.
run here. Yeah.
Like you remember the first one? It was what, 6 weeks?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that was like the baby COVID. This is like
yeah. This
know,
is like the big dog.
this
on
is
Well, we
the
don't
dick-
know. Maybe
the
this is
dick
just
coke dealer
Big
COVID.
Brother. Well, maybe this is Big Brother.
Yeah.
Maybe Dick Coke dealer has yet to fucking show his face.
Yeah.
Well, and now there's a new variant too on top of this one that's just been found. Where is it in the Philippines? Called the Lambda variant.
Okay.
That's even worse than the Delta.
So it's mutating. That's what they do, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
We
just
can't
keeps-
get ahead of it.
So just sort of interesting. I read this article about it was sort of isolationism, and so basically what he was talking about is because a lot of New Zealanders traveling is a big part, like OEs and things, right?
Yeah.
So people are going away and they're coming back with a more broader worldview and new ideas and stuff, which benefits the country. But the writer was saying that the longer we're isolated, the potential for racism and sort of this insular attitude grows because you're not going anywhere, right?
Australia. Fucking Aussies.
No, but I mean, they were talking. They were looking at stats on like racism toward Asians and Indians, and because people aren't going anywhere, so they're less tolerant, I guess, to
I've
to
always
diversity.
been intolerant to Asian drivers. I'll just say that now.
I mean, the counter argument to that was it forces people to be more what's the word? Like to develop more stuff, more innovative because you have to be
Yeah.
because you can't rely on outside.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really interesting because you look at North America, like it's a large even Europe, it's a large continent, right? So you can moving around, you're going to get a bit of diversity moving around your own country. But we flew to the South Island in what, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can't really go anywhere. So everyone's I don't know. Anyway, it was interesting, and it's kind of one of those watch those space things as we see what unfolds.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been interesting to like not be able to move for the last little bit because like even though some people were jumping like going over to Aussie for business and stuff like that, like it's not something I could afford to do.
Yeah,
I couldn't afford to do the quarantine on the way back.
yeah. Or this happens and you're stuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Like, could you imagine if this had happened a week ago, and we had just gotten to Gore? Just how crazy that would have been trying to get home from there.
Yeah.
So we would have been able to get
Yeah.
home, you think?
No. It would have
Yeah.
been. It'd be.
Yeah, we
extremely
would.
difficult.
We would have had to turn around and go right back to Dunedin.
Okay,
and
so we
jump
wouldn't have
back
been
on
stuck
the
in the
boat.
hotel at
that's
the Heartland.
assuming-
No, I don't think so.
We could have got a flight out. That's the assumption, right?
Yeah.
Because
Well-
the announcement happens, all people then are on Air New Zealand like at once, right?
Yeah.
You go to book a flight, the app crashes, right? You go to call, it takes 2.5 hours to get through to somebody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and then by the time you do get through, boom, everything's fucking sold out.
We would have had to get a boat.
But that you're right. That's
Fucking
it.
right, man.
We drive the
Fire
truck
Up the boat.
up.
Yeah, drive the truck up. Try to get on the ferry.
And on the interferry, right? We would say to the rental company, "Sorry, we'll park it in Auckland."
Yeah, my bad.
I say we should have gone full Survivor every week. Vote somebody out.
That's right.
You're out. You take your hockey bag.
That's
Get the
right.
fuck out of here.
We break their stick, right?
And we form alliances.
We'd take
and-
our sticks and we'd hold Drew hostage and take over the rake and we'd live out of the rake.
That
That's
could
what it
work.
would have been.
Yeah,
That
barricade
could work.
ourselves. in
Well,
the
we
blue
would have
streetcar.
had food and shelter, all at the rink.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
There's
So
Play hockey
Drew,
till lockdown.
so Drew would have been tied up, hog-tied in the dressing room. he would have
we
been the
need him
last
on
guy.
the-
Yeah, he would have been the last guy we voted off the island.
We'd tape him up as the second goalie. We'd just strap him to
Goldberg
the-
style.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
For 6 weeks.
That's right. I'm not an animal.
Just leave him a burger and
That's right.
just in the crease, just out of reach though.
That's right.
Just out of reach.
Oh my God, the goons would destroy the snack bar there in a night.
It'd be done. That's right.
Yeah, and then we'd be starving. Oh my
It
goodness.
doesn't sound too bad actually.
I know. I'm actually thinking next ODR trip we
Shitty.
just take Drew hostage right off the hop.
Man, we'd get really creative, right? With the pool, the basketball courts, the volleyball, the netball, the hockey.
We'd invent a new sport for
Yeah,
sure. After 6 weeks, we'd probably have 3 new sports to add into the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could see
Easily.
it. You'd somehow combine it. We'd have a wild triathlon too.
Net cabal.
Net kabaki.
That's right.
Dekabaki polo.
Yeah. You start by doing a lap in the pool in your full hockey equipment, skates included.
It would be an opportunity for us to try underwater hockey for the first time.
Yeah.
We have to come up with new
How many
stuff
beer
all the
cans?
time.
Can we fill the pool up with beer cans?
Just
don't
like
see
they
any
just
water.
float on top, right?
Yeah. Let's see any water and see if we can walk across without getting wet. Like a log driver, you know, he walks around on the logs
Yeah.
with a stick, the pole, the skates on.
Oh my gosh.
This is great.
This is-
Well,
All
we're
right, call
good.
the first period.
Yeah, we will survive in gore. That is for sure.
Yeah, we got a lot done. That's good.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Made the world better in that first period, boys. Well done.
Awesome first period. Clipped along pretty good there. I'm looking forward to going back. Well, I'm looking forward to Drew hearing this. He's gonna be a little freaked out that we're gonna take him hostage next
That's
time.
right.
Next time we see him,
That tape.
we're gonna tape and we're gonna start inventing sports.
Feed him hot dogs. Yeah.
Maybe we can actually make. We should actually try that. We should just rent out that whole facility for a weekend and just say, "Come on in. We're gonna all try to make up new sports, and whatever one lasts, we're gonna have a tournament about
We just have an
kablaki."
Olympics,
Yeah, Olympics. You could have the whole Olympics in that
Yeah.
place.
right?
So who's doing the figure skating then?
What?
Click clack.
Yeah.
Click clack, click
Yeah.
clack. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
He's
do.
built for it.
Is he gonna do
Yeah.
singles or pairs?
He's
Oh my
I guess
gosh.
that'll be his
Yeah.
choice.
Microvac will be in charge of the curling, so we've got
That's
that
it.
covered.
Yeah.
Get started.
Crowback's got the curling under control. All right, so
Yeah.
me, I have an actual survivor guide,
Okay.
survival
Okay.
guide. It's a little, I guess, it's
More
a little bit.
comprehensive than.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bit more serious, I guess.
But is it COVID related or is it? zombie
Yeah, it's a
Or is
5
it just
point.
general surviving?
No,
in
no, it's
daily-
it's
Eat food.
well, it's
Do
a
5 times before swallowing.
it's a 5 pointer, so you don't go crazy.
Don't breathe while you swallow.
Well, because I got kids. I got kids too. So I get when it's me and we're on lockdown, it's a little bit different here because, especially level 4 right now, um, I'm just stuck with 2 kids,
Yeah.
and my wife's in and out. Um, so that's it's a little weird aspect to it. So for me, I just like I gotta keep my kids doing stuff, being physical, because it's just, you know, me too. Just like trying not to let them just numbly sit and stare at a screen or myself doing it at the same time, because then I just find myself freaking
We'll do
out
it
on them.
together.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We did like so.
Stare at the screen together, the same screen.
I've actually in well, I enjoyed the last lockdown. It really made me get in touch with my kids a little bit more. So when it comes down to something like this, I've been trying to well, the first thing I've been trying to do is wake up in the morning with them and set a goal for us to do during the day. So like today I did like kids yoga with them. Yeah.
Nice.
You see me doing yoga for kids.
Did you wear
That's-
yoga pants too?
No, but I
Oh,
could have.
man, you
I
should've
might
came out
tomorrow.
in, like,
I might
skins.
tomorrow. I might
And a
tomorrow.
headband.
Nice leotard. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Leo. His name was Leo Tard. And he's friends with Jim Nastic.
Oh my gosh. And then number 2, make sure that I like well, we're
Good to
fortunate
have
we're
goals.
we're fortunate that we're in a day and age where we have technology. So one thing I never get to do is talk to anybody back home. So that's something that I have been able to do in the last couple of days of lockdown. Like I find like I have more time to actually talk to somebody back home because you got like the big time difference for
time.
us going back in Canada. So it's not very often that in the morning you have time to talk to anybody back
Yeah.
home. So I try to stay connected using technology. And again, that one's good for the kids because my kids almost never get to talk to my parents or her parents. And it's been a long time with nobody being able to travel. So try to do that. Try to keep like a routine.
Yeah.
Just try to
routine's
keep
important.
try to keep a routine for myself. Like even with the kids, I'm trying to like feed them as if they're eating out. Like I pack them a lunch. Like I pack them a lunchbox and they eat like they're at school. So like morning smoko, lunch. Just try to keep them in some kind of
Morning smoko.
morning
You
smoke.
give them 3 cigarettes each in their lunchbox.
The bell rings. Smoko.
Morning smoko. Well, the teachers call it smoko. The kids call it what? Tea. Morning tea.
Morning tea.
Morning tea.
Smoko, kids.
That's so funny.
That's awesome. I'm gonna say that tomorrow.
Okay, kids, it's smoko time.
Smoko.
Oh my god.
Why were you gone for 4 hours, Dad?
That's right. What?
Just taking my vitamins.
Yeah, I take all my breaks in one day.
That's right. And one break.
Yeah, in one break.
And then number 4 is I try to like split up what I'm doing work wise with like home time. So like, step away from everything. Because even though everybody's at home, they're working now because
Yeah.
they're stuck at home working. So I try to do my best to like, just close down the laptop for a bit and slice out an hour or 2 just with the family, just to kind of keep myself sane. Give yourself a couple minutes to like get out of your own head because that's where you spend a lot of your time here when you're on lockdown. You're just in your own head the whole time, and as you guys both know, it's very healthy to get the hell out of your head sometimes. And
That's
then
right. That's what the smokos are for.
and then
great.
the last thing that I've been trying to do is, well, I did it last lockdown, was I tried to come up with a new project.
Oh.
So,
Okay, this should be interesting.
well, this is our new project. This was the project that came out of the last
Yeah.
lockdown.
So what do you got next?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
trying to plan. Well, I'm trying to figure out what's going to go on with this because I had a pretty big project that was underway with the draft. So now I'm just crossing my fingers that it's the same as last year and restrictions all drop the week before and I can still hold the draft. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, damn, I forgot about the draft.
Yeah, so
Ah.
I don't know. The project I started writing a little bit more that I haven't written in a really long time. I used to write a lot. Um, so sliced out some time today and did that, but I don't know, just anything to not like freak out, yeah, yell at my kids or just because some of them, they're dumb.
The key is to
Yep.
let them stay up as late
Kids
as they
are
want,
dumb.
so they
Yeah.
sleep till noon, and that cuts the day in half.
This is true, eh?
Ooh.
This
Yeah.
is true. The problem is I like the quiet time in the evening,
Yeah.
and I find myself hesitating to not send them to bed, like at 6 p.m. because they've just annoyed the fuck out of me all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 6, no dinner, get the fuck to bed, good night.
Yeah, come home from school straight to bed.
That's right. The day is over.
It's still light out.
Come home from come home from school and your pajamas are sitting on the coffee
Yeah.
table waiting.
That's
Get them on.
yeah.
How was your day?
basically,
Don't care. Go to bed.
I had a little bit of one of those today. Like I literally just like it was kind of nice. If today was a school day, I would have had to get up and make sure that they're all maintained before they left the house because they're still young. But
Well, it's
today it
time
was
to
just
grow
like,
up.
yeah, whatever, you're good. So my kid was walking around with a bee's nest on her head and in her pajamas still from yesterday. Is like just loving life.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's it.
I find the struggle is to have to put real clothes back on
Yep.
because
Yeah.
I'm just full track pants.
Yeah.
And you got to be
100%,
careful
yeah.
because the real clothes may not fit as well as they did.
That's right.
before
Yeah,
again that goes back to staying physical, man. Do something.
yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, so just a little bit of I guess a reality check of where I'm at, kind of in my mental headspace. It took me a while to learn all that coming out of lockdown last time, but you know, just trying not to go crazy. Try to keep your interactions up with your family and your friends, and try to stay close to the things that are most important right now, and just wishing everybody stays safe. Anyways, that's a
All
quick
right, so that
second
was-
over and
That
done.
was the top 5. All right. Okay.
Yeah, those
Cool.
are my
No.
5 things.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
So, Langer, one simple question for you. Why is this lockdown not as good as the last lockdown, but today's lockdown may be better?
Yeah. I think the last lockdown was better because they gave us a certain time frame. It was like for the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it always takes a couple of days to kind of get your head around and realize that you don't have to. You don't. I know what you're saying, and I totally agree. But at the same time, it's like you don't have to do anything because you can't.
yeah,
Like I still have work to do, and I've been doing work every day, but to think that I don't have to start at 9 o'clock. Like I can fit it in later, and if you need
Yeah.
time, like 'cause you're supposed to, right?
Yeah.
Like I love the last lockdown because it took all the distractions away from everyone, and like you said, you focus on your family and your own well-being, and there's no garbage and rat race stuff because you can't do anything. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but for me, it's routine, and I think because it's kind of uncertain right now, I'm kind of waiting. Like I don't think we're going anywhere next week for people outside Auckland.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be stuck for a bit. But routine's good. Like the first one, I would wake up at like 3 in the morning and like watch TV. I'd throw on some old like hockey game, and because I know I can go back to bed at 5 and I don't have to get up for anything. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
and I started to really like that time by myself, like in
Yeah.
the middle of the night where it's just you and you don't have to share anything and you just relax
right.
and
That's right.
But
Are we greedy? Thinking like that? They're like, no, I'm not greedy. It's nice to not have something for yourself, you know?
well, our whole
Yeah.
world is based on. I remember when I went to Europe, and the one thing I gained when I came home was I could not believe how busy life was, in Canada, Western culture. Like, you're constantly looking at the clock. You're
Hmm.
constantly governed by breaks and
Yeah.
holidays and the
Yeah.
weekend and when you get paid and I never found that at all over there. It was just, people grab a bottle of wine at the grocery store on the way out and make dinner and stuff's not open. Like restaurants aren't open till like 8 o'clock at night because
That's right.
that's when people go out. Like it was a lot slower. Yeah, routine. So I'll get up. I've had this. It's gonna sound hilarious, but if I have time and I'm not doing anything, I will get up and I will play PlayStation for a good 3 hours in the morning. That's my time. No, that's my time. Even when I was in uni and undergrad and stuff.
What are
And
you
then
playing?
I'm playing
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Origin at the moment, and it's crazy. It takes place in ancient Egypt, and so you run around, and it looks amazing, and you level up, and you get super awesome, and you
I
know,
couldn't get the hang of. I bought it for my PS2.
Three.
No, it was an
Three.
Xbox 360, I think it was at the time. But yeah, I couldn't get the hang of it. It looked like an awesome game, being able to sneak up behind people,
Yeah,
slit their throats, like it was
stab them
some
in the
serious
chest.
business. Yeah,
Yeah.
right, exactly. But I just never got the button combinations, because look, we went from 2 buttons
Yeah.
to 6 million, right? Like, god damn it, and there's a lot of fucking buttons.
That's why I struggle with like
L1, L1.
the hockey games. It used to be shoot, pass, hit,
Yeah.
and
Right?
now there's
Yeah,
like
that's right.
drag and like
Yeah.
It's like skill
skate
stick
backwards
and
and
yeah.
sauce, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
That's right. That's right. Flip it in the air, like
Yeah.
the penalty shots. Like, do I control the goalie or it's automatic or I don't. I don't know what's
I
going
don't
on.
know. So anyway, I like the adventure stuff. My favorite series is called Far Cry, and so you're just a guy, and they let you loose somewhere, and you just go around, you level up, and you get better
You're a
weapons. And
far cry from anywhere.
yeah, and you hunt animals and like, get
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
But I never play online because it's all I like not having to deal with people because it's just
Yeah.
you and
The game. The
yeah. So
computer, right?
I'll do
Yeah.
that in the morning, and then I got work to do, so I'll 11 or 12 I'll jump in and do some work, and I'm doing this course at the moment, so it gives me something to do, which is good. It keeps my brain going. So,
Yeah.
and then afternoon there might be a walk, and the walk always leads to the local fresh choice, where you pick up lots of a few bottles of wine, and then
Booze. Yeah.
the dinner, and then the evening starts, and then it's
The
rinse and repeat.
essentials. Sweet.
So I like lockdown. I mean, I
So
feel for
far, so
people that
good.
lose their jobs and
Yeah.
people that opened
Yeah.
businesses, and like that sucks, but
Mm.
fortunately I like it because it's just relaxing and got nothing to do, but just
Yeah.
got nothing but time. I write a lot of music as well because I do a lot of that for kids at school. But it's nice to actually do it for myself. So the
Yeah.
last lockdown, I started a YouTube channel and just started recording stuff and get some old ideas out of my head, and like you said,
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
your mind running. So I like playing
Yeah.
guitar, and you don't
Yeah.
have time before, so it's good.
Yeah. True. Eh.
Yeah, that's kind of what, like I was saying earlier about writing. That's my creative outlet.
Yeah.
It always has been. I kind of hadn't done it in a while, so
I think I might grow another mustache. I was like shaved right on the lockdown eve day, and maybe we'll grow another mustache, depending
Should we
on
do that?
how far
well,
lockdown goes.
your walrus was pretty sick last time, so
We
I
might go
think
for
you should.
that again.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
you should.
impressive.
I think you should go for what was it? Just the half side. What was
The
it
monkey
called?
tail?
Monkey tail.
Monkey tail. There you go. Do the monkey tail. Why not? Challenge you to do a monkey tail.
Oh shit!
Monkey tail it.
No, man,
kinda
that's
gross, though,
It's
like-
just way too hard to maintain.
Yeah.
I use a 2-blade fucking razor. You know what I mean? Imagine trying to fucking do the little fucking bit here. I don't know.
Create something new then.
It's like
Like
no,
a half
I'll just
stash.
What,
Like just this side.
just all the way down handlebar one side.
Just shave one side of your face and just leave the rest and see what happens.
Yes, that'd
And
be
just walk
amazing.
around with like this side, or then do that side. So you're doing a meeting, like a Zoom meeting. You can go this way, and then you're doing the podcast, and you're like this way.
You're like two different guys, you know,
Yeah.
in the meeting.
Like Two Face from Batman.
Yeah.
That's right. Fuck you, Mike. No, fuck you. Anyways, that's a great idea. That is a great idea.
Do it. Get rid of one eyebrow too.
Well, I could potentially but I could potentially let my hair grow on the opposite side. I'll grow the beard on this side, let the hair grow on that side.
So does your hair grow like?
Could do that.
Where's the weakness? Because
On the-
mine's at the top. I'll get the full horseshoe if I let it go.
Oh right.
Okay, yeah.
Oh no, I'm still glowing, man. I got a bit of weakness there,
Yeah.
but I'm still pretty solid back here. It's so no, it would have to be
Like, could you grow a full head of hair out
yeah
with
would
no
be-
bald spots?
Yeah, yeah,
Attaboy.
yeah.
You could comb
Well-
it over though. Just a few
So
bacon
you do it
strips
by
over
you
the
do it
side.
by choice then.
But,
You shave by
can
choice.
you guys see anything or what?
Nah,
No,
nah, it's
looks
looking
pretty.
good.
A little envious, to be honest.
It's pretty. Yeah.
I'm waiting for it. But,
Yeah, I think I'll probably be good for
You're good.
ever.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
potentially.
my
Yeah.
grandfather had a nice salad when he passed away. Both of them.
It's good.
Yeah, they both
Good
had
hair
pretty,
genes.
pretty solid salads. My dad's got a good salad.
Mm.
My dad's got like a pure 1980s hockey player salad.
Does he? Yeah.
Oh yeah, mulleted out. He's been mulleted out for a long time.
My follicles pulled the shoot around 25, 26. So,
Right.
and I was
Okay.
fine. You know.
Yeah.
I had dreads and afro, and it was a good run. It was fine.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, I have no fun. Yeah.
No regrets. you
No
know.
regrets. Yeah. That's right. I haven't heard that in a long
You
time.
just gotta just give her and just think of the good times and move forward. And
Well, I remember
Wear
I
hats
still
and stuff.
have this picture somewhere, but it was on a Canadian Hockey Enterprises tournament in Montreal, of course. And when the team commemorated a photo, all the guys had to take their helmets off, and it was about that age, and some of the guys, were struggling up there. And with one guy in particular, they had to, he's like, I don't want to take my helmet off. I'm like, man, they're asking us to take our helmets off. It's up to you, whatever. And they're like, sir, can you take your helmet off? And he's like, fuck. Took his helmet off, and he's one of the Canadian dudes who's just always had a hat on.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, yeah.
I took his bucket off, and then immediately I saw why he didn't want to take his helmet off, and just the look of like shame in his eyes in the photo captured there like forever, like he just crushed his soul.
did he look like Getzlaff?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
exactly right.
He just
yeah.
needed to go full Messier, but he was
That's
hanging
right.
on.
That's right. That's right.
Just those few bacon strips over the top.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean it's got to be tough, I mean, especially at quite a young age, right? I mean, it's your hair, right? It's you, like you said, you make your style with it. You got dreads, or you got a fro, or you got like even I could have a fro with this fucking mop that I shave off. It's fucking thick and like wavy thick, but and it was like
Wavy.
1999 New Year's Eve in like Mont Saint Sever. I just had like it was a fro. It was a Moshi Shi like 1980s like not like I just combed it out and up, and it just stuck up by itself because it was just so thick. Anyways, and even my boys, because we were out at this bar, we went to this bar. There was like no one there. It was like us and like two guys sitting in a corner and like three cute French girls, and that was it. And we partied it up. And anyways, yeah, I was chatting to one of the girls up, and my buddy pulls me aside at one point. He's like, "Man," he's like, "you have no shame, do you?" I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Look at you, man." He like
No.
opens. He's like, "Look at your hair. Look at you, fucking. You look like a moshi she, man." Anyways, um, blah 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 blah. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, don't
Well-
listen to your friends, man.
Well, no, he was just having a laugh. He's
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
but
that
it's
guy.
Look at your
but now
fucking
it's stuck
hair.
with you, and you're like,
You
gave you
will,
confidence.
Yeah.
yeah,
Here we are,
whatever.
20 years later. You're still
Well,
talking about it.
It's more like a
It's made you-
confidence thing. I don't
Made
give
you
a
afraid
fuck,
to
bitch.
grow out your
Yeah.
wavy mane.
Look
Look
like
at
the
that.
bass player in the darkness, but now
That's
he
right.
says no. You have to get rid of it. Get rid of your hair.
That's right.
If you look him up, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
All right. That's- what
So that's
else?
no good. I knew a dude in school, and he started going gray in like grade 11 or grade 12,
Yeah.
and he was
But
going
he
with the old
kept a thick
Selsun.
head of hair.
Oh yeah, but he had to hit
Yeah.
the Selsun blue hard in like grade
Yeah.
12, and
The seltzer blue.
Selsun blue or whatever.
That's right.
But he was going gray, and I was like, oh. So we used to call him. He's a great guy, but we used to call him Fogey
Fogey.
because he
Old
was
fogey.
yeah, the
Fogey.
Fogue.
Yeah.
Look like an old folk.
Folk.
And he was that guy forever until one day he's like, no, call me Mark. I'm like, okay.
Right.
He went with it
And
for a
your
long
name is
time.
Mark? What?
Fog, your name's Mark?
Yeah, I had no idea. It
Thought
sounds
for
ridiculous.
sure it was
Yeah.
Fred.
Yeah.
Or something.
Dude, though.
Mark. So shut up. Your name's not
Did you
Mark.
know his name was Mark before he was?
Yeah, we were
Fogey?
buds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We
right.
played Sega and
Yeah.
Bulls versus Blazers on Sega Genesis. But he was on my hockey team, and we had this hockey card, and it was Rogatan Vachon, so we started calling him Rogie, and then it just kind of morphed into Fogue, and
Fogs.
then one day,
From a
probably
hockey
grade.
card.
Yeah,
we
Rogie
were-
Vachon. You don't remember?
We're making fun of
Rogie
like old
Vachon?
hockey cards, right? Because
Right,
you laugh
yeah.
at how awesome, hilarious they look.
Yeah.
But it was like near the end of grade 13. It was like, no. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. No, I had this. I have a friend as well. Same thing. His name was Bud, or Buddy, and then it was like college years, university. He's like, no, my name is Chris. Okay, Bud. Chris. I mean, sorry. It always slips out every now and again too.
Well, I remember talking. I think it was Crowback. He didn't know my first name for a couple of days.
Oh, that's that's right.
Oh,
Well,
really?
so did Alex. Alex asked me in Tikapo outside the bar, "What's your name again?" I fucking laughed. It was
Yeah.
great.
That's
Yeah.
probably my fault.
Who knows?
No, well, they knew I was say summertime. What's your real name? I fucking chuckled.
Well, I remember when Bonnie came to drop some stuff off me at the dressing room, and she asked for Ryan. And Kieran's is like, "Is Ryan here?" And Kieran's like, "No, who's that?"
Oh,
And I thought
really?
he was. And I thought he was taking the piss. And he told me later. He goes, "I totally forgot because
Because I call you.
I never call you that."
that.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ryan. There's no fucking Ryan.
Yeah, who's that?"
Yeah, I've had people in and around the rink surprised, like they'd never known my first name either. Just know me as Punchy.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
And what's
But,
Crowback? What's Mike Crowback's real name?
Mike Kroback.
Oh, Michael Crowback, right?
Mike.
Yes, Michael. He's gaining all kinds of
Another
fans
shout out.
being
That's
featured
right.
on this.
It's a
show.
drinking game now.
That's right.
It is. How many times can we say Crowback per episode?
Yeah.
It's a
You
new
got me.
challenge.
Crush a
Yeah.
vodka cruiser every time you hear Mike Crowback.
I'm gonna get ripped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's going to do it for episode number 25, Tips to Survive Another Lockdown. And you may see us a little bit more regularly. This episode will drop on Friday evening, and we're going to come back on Tuesday of next week and have another show for you.
It's funny,
You think-
folks, because he's actually just telling us that, Langer
Yeah,
and me.
this is all
'cause
news. This is
yeah,
fresh,
you're-
hot off the press.
That's right, because you're just listening
hot.
to it right now. You're like, yeah, it's Friday. Okay, cool.
Hot off the press.
We might actually have to talk about hockey maybe next time. It's been a while
Maybe.
since we talked about hockey.
I know we haven't talked hockey in a
Like
while.
actually had a hockey podcast
You know what? Yeah, that's a good idea.
instead of doing our taxes and like cutting the lawn and washing the car and everything else we end up doing on this.
So you had an amazing start. You gonna play us out, or are we just going out with the tunes?
Yeah, I think you should just hit the button. Everyone likes the song, right?
Press a button. Press a button.
I'm gonna push the button and pick my favorite version of the song. Till next time,
Okay.
from the fourth line, adios.
Ciao, everyone.
Yeah, see ya. Stay safe.
Yeah, good call.
Keep on giving her.
Stay safe. Wear those masks.
Yeah, mask as.